Hello, welcome back to another Ruffa Sports Cars video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over a couple different things, actually, my own personal goals for the hobby, the sports car hobby or car hobby in general, and then the business goals I have for 2025. And then I'm going to touch on a topic, and I will comment that I got on Instagram. Nothing bad or anything like that, but I just think it's kind of funny because I didn't really realize until yesterday that the comment happened. I just was sharing a short. It's the last short I uploaded as of me saying this right now. There's 2 shorts ago, sorry. But it was the Aljamain Sterling field or court, whatever the heck, court side, octagon side, they call it, the parallel there. And I got like $1.37 or something like that to me after shipping and fees and all that. I paid more for the card, probably, I'm guessing, maybe $1, if not more. I think actually that one I got in a break back when I would break, and I did a pack of UFC Select because it was just something fun to do. People were liking it, and I just went along with it too. And that was one of the cards I hit. And obviously, looking back, would I have rather had the $15 for the pack of the, cost of the pack? Yeah, I would have. I mean, that was a cool card. Don't get me wrong. I'll pop up I actually even have another one because I bought another one for some reason. I'll probably maybe end up keeping it. I'm not too sure. I know he's a nice fighter, championship contender some points. I don't know. But the big thing is that someone commented the $1 is not worth my time, and another person commented $1 or something like that, whatever the heck. I'll put up their 2 comments here on Instagram. This one is, and I don't know, I feel like even I didn't realize the sanctity of this person said my time's worth more than $1, and I commented and replied, it doesn't make any sense if you're saying that my time's worth more than $1. It truly is not that way if you actually really think about it. I'll do the math here. I might have to do the math off thing, but I did the math on California minimum wage, which is right now $16.50, and even after or even before taxes, you'd have to work 3 minutes in order to then make out that $1. So 3 minutes of your time to make $1. I think that's before taxes. It could be after tax. I'm not too sure. But let's just say even if you triple that, right? So that would be a nice, if I'm even thinking about it, that's crazy. 48, so $49.50. Let's just say $50. A minute of your time is indeed actually worth $1. Now, I think in terms of what that means and the outlook of things, well, obviously, considering, right, you have to buy it, you have to store it, yada yada, list it, post about it, a whole bunch of different things. Is it worth my time to sell that card? No, it wasn't, but I was running a 50% off sale is what was happening on that card in particular. So in all reality, if I would have not had the 50% off sale, I probably would have got $2.50 for the sale of that card there. And yeah, I mean, it's obviously not the biggest win, but it's also $1.50 towards something like, let's just say, my eBay store fee, my Wi-Fi each month, my my CapCut subscription. It's a potential feedback is another revenue or gain that you get from selling a card. Potential feedback, comments, content, and then also on the content side of things, you get revenue. You get potentially a new subscriber or new viewers to then watch more and more of your content. I now can make this video about the issue on hand. So is it really me earning $1.37? If you want to look at it for that only card and the act of selling it, listing it, and all that, sure. but I'm adding extra value to what it is that I'm doing outside of the $1.37. Obviously, anyone can get feedback on a thing. Anyone can earn a potential customer off of that sale in the future. But not everyone can earn that comment or that 2 comments on Instagram or social media here. Not everyone can earn that ad revenue. Not everyone can build more and more of a audience and a following to then earn more ad revenue, potentially affiliate revenue, potential sponsorships in the future, potential maybe even just a job in general into my my goals, my hobby goals, my business goals for 2025. I know a business goal is to get 2,500 subscribers. One was $100 a minimum a month on YouTube revenue. One was to post a video no matter what, always a long form video. And then the $2,000 revenue for YouTube, $90 a month of affiliate revenue on Ryan's Discord server. So I get an affiliate link, and I have that link down below to join. Very much recommend it. I've posted so many of my buys in the past from Ryan's Discord server. I highly recommend it. I've even gotten a really nice deal. Technically, I have a whole bunch of cards coming in that you guys will see in the near future here, guessing in the next 2 weeks or so. But yeah, so with that being said, $40,000 in revenue from Whatnot. So that will be pretty hectic. That's $700 something each and every week. And that's including the 2 Whatnot card shows, extra streams. So we'll see. Technically, that's each and every stream is $700+ We'll see how that one goes. For sure. Might be a little, I mean, technically, given what we had made this year, and now this is pretty much, you know, I've know how to, and it's ramping up more and more each time. The thing is that you never know. One week you could have your best week. The next week you could drop off the face of the earth and get unfollowed like Vex Bolts. All right, sorry, I'm not gonna talk about that no more. But I'm gonna just say this: the shout out to the Whatnot community or anyone and in general who supported me at all. But we hit 80+ viewers at one point in the Wednesday's Whatnot stream, so that was really wild to me. I did not expect that. First day of New Year's, you guys made it absolutely wild. Technically, a wild day in general for me there. My ex got proposed to, so that is very fun. I'm gonna actually end up going, I'm gonna end up drinking after this video is done while I'm editing and all that and making sure it's all done and uploaded. But that's a funny story. And then we got the $90 affiliate revenue, $40,000 Whatnot. You got, I want to earn $10,000 in revenue on eBay, so increasing the total revenue side of things between Whatnot and eBay to $50,000 between the two. That's my goal. We'll see. I'm just not sure. It really just depends on my expenditure and all that. If I am done with my money and all that, a big goal down the list is to be profitable. I know that one. All right, so then I have a big goal here is 10,000 followers on Whatnot. That's gonna be a wild one. 100+ viewers on Whatnot. That's gonna be a wild one. And then shorts, the year of the shorts, I put upload short form content. In addition to this, I'm kind of just waiting until the NFL season is over in its entirety to start uploading. I want to make sure that I get some really nice content for you guys, especially in this next month here. I have 3 opportunities to record different types of really cool content, like bargain binning, potential different ideas. I have one for sure. I'll give a teaser here. It's gonna be I'm gonna bring 3 different cards. One's gonna be one I kind of got for a nice deal, or a really big steal. One's gonna be a player. I'll pop up a screenshot of the one I'm talking about here. This Devin White blue fluorescent PSA 10 I got for an absolute steal. Like absolute steal. I think I paid like $17 on it. I want to see, the point of the video is going to be see out of 3 different types of cards, which, if any, will I get the best offers on, and I'm going to walk the entire card show and ask vendors what they would cash me out at. So we'll see the wide range. It's going to be the absolute steal there on the Devin White, a card that I got a pretty decent deal on, but it does have a hard comp now. But the last one before that, it was higher, I think like $50, and he's having a really great year. That's going to be Kyrie Irving, red, white, blue prism. I think that's the second year, and then it's like a PSA 10 pop 22. So we're going to test that out, obviously football, basketball. And then I have a Travis Kelce on the National Treasures red jersey number. That's a parallel. It's Mahomes' rookie year. The PSA 8 sale was $50 back when it sold. And the Raw has most recently sold for $22. So I want to see how that will influence somebody's offering and their potential, see what people think of it. Obviously, in today's world, we all think that, or a lot of people think that PSA 9 is raw comp or whatever the heck, right? Whatever they were trying to push on people to get the best deals possible for whatever the heck. And I'm going to say this, it should only be for certain sets, certain cards, and certain things, because that card, that Travis Kelce I'm talking about, was a pop 1, none higher. And when that PSA 8 sold, it was a pop 3, none higher. So I'm going to try to see what that is. We're going to get offers on all 3 of those cards and see if people are just stuck in their ways on comps. What's going to be the rundown, which ones, might end up getting, the best offers, if we get any offers. We'll see. Let's see if somebody offers us $20. Let's see if somebody offers us $5 for a potential future Hall of Fame PSA 10 out of 15. So yeah, a big thing for me is going to be doing unique content like that. Obviously, this is a lot easier for me to do. I set up a camera, point, shoot, talk. I don't know. I know there's people out there that, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter what I post. I could post freaking white noise and people will support me off of the community here. And we've built, I should say, even if you've just happened to see a thumbnail of mine and click on it, you are the reason why I'm even here talking right now. So I thank very, very much every single one of you. And I can't say that enough. And so yeah, let me continue with the goals here. Okay, so a big one I want to do is set up at all 3 Reading card shows. So we have one card show right now being hosted by one of the card shop owners here, the local card shop owners here, and they do 2 of them. But I set up at their first one, so I'll always have a table. I'm grandfathered in, as they like to call it. So I want to set up all 3 this year. I don't think that'll be hard to achieve, and I think that's very doable. The only card show currently within a 100-mile radius, 130-mile radius of me. So definitely want to go to those and set up there. And yeah, so another thing was $2,000 of sales in a single Whatnot stream. That'll be something wild. Maybe we have to prepare for the Whatnot card shows and do a big massive one. And then $1,500 in revenue, very, very close to achieving that also on both of those. The highest I had was about $1,700 for sales, and the revenue was probably close to $1,350 or so, some odd crazy amount. Maybe, depending on shipping too. I don't know if I put shipping price there or not, or what the rundown was. I have 300 members in our free Discord server, but also to make sure it's an amazing community at the same time. I think that'll be easily achievable. I think we're at 124 right now, so pretty much a little over double the way there. Oh, it was to not care about numbers. So obviously, in today's world, I think a lot of people, including myself too, they get wrapped around numbers and, the growth of things or yada, yada, yada. And I don't know. I'm just wanting to make sure that one of the mind frames and the mindsets that I go into everything with is to just stop worrying so much about an unsubscriber here and there, people not, like, I don't know. I'm trying to realize that no matter what, I cannot please everybody. Even if I did a face cam every single video, people are going to get tired or whatever. I don't know. I could easily, I'm just going to, there's like 2 different people I'm thinking of right now. Technically, I can think of 3, but for the Pokemon card space, and all they do is point up a camera like this, but they go in front of the camera. And, again, from the very, very get-go, I wanted this to be all about cards and not all about me and all about the business side of cards and the numbers, the, like, going into the depth and the numbers behind the money side, the money side of things with sports cards and all that, especially low end and all, like, the growth that I've seen, and just show people that. But my personal hobby goals, I have a big one here, Marshawn Lynch RPA numbered, low numbered. I want to get one. That is going to be my literally, I want to have to, like, really very, very much, like, that's all all I should be thinking about is getting that Marshawn Lynch RPA low numbered. Well, technically I want to, wait and hear out my opportunities to buy and, pass on them when need be and all that. But his stuff's just too low. It's criminally low right now. I want to grab 1, if not, 2 or something. But at the same time, I'm not going to overspend and all that. Same goes with Bogdanovich. His stuff is so utterly cheap. I will say this. I love grabbing Bogey stuff, but I can't over wildly spend. I don't want to say anything to anyone, but his market's just criminally low too, I think. Obviously warranted and deserved in certain aspects. It just, his kind of career is kind of starting to take a back burner and go on the decline and all that. He's aging and well, all that jazz, but there's certain aspects where I do think he's undervalued for what he's done for the game of basketball, especially overseas and for Serbia too. He's their all-time leading scorer for the national team there in Serbia. So, and that's even with Jokic being a Serbian also. But yeah, so more Mosaic football, numbered stuff, Bogey when possible, the Marshawn, definitely more Charles Woodson. Absolutely want to grab more and more Charles Woodson. And then I want to refine my PC. So I want to make sure that, I don't know, like I have this box here. There's more and more boxes I have that I just, like I need to start to weave and, figure out what cards I really want and what cards I'm okay with selling off. And, like, let me look through here. Like De'Aaron Fox, obviously you're not getting, like, I don't know, something like this. It's hard to want to sell because, like, what you're gonna get adult, like, and then this card, like, it's an optic graded rookie of a Raider. He's a wide receiver. Actually, I think he was a running back. He was a wide receiver or running back. He was a skill position player of that sort. But he was a QB back in college, and we never used him right. And then certain stuff like this, like, I obviously have Sochan and Asante Samuel Jr. I just, believe in him. And obviously I'm going to keep every single Charles Woodson. Trey Tucker probably keep for now. I want to, like, go through and be like, this one gonna pass on, that one gonna... but at the same time, like, it's going to be hard for me to, like, it's a Raiders card. I don't know. We'll see. I want to go through and weave out and refine and, collect stuff I actually, will like and enjoy, and not just random Lynn Bowden and Mo Rig. I'll keep Mo Rig. I'm going to keep Zamir White right now, too. It's just too low for me to want to sell him right now until maybe he gets hyped up and, all that. And certain sets, I'll keep all of them. Like, there's this, well, technically, like, we just pulled out a Max Crosby Optic Holo, Trey Tucker, Bogdan. But yeah, I want to go through and pick out some of these ones that I want to keep and sell. Like how long, like I'll just be honest, like if something like this I'm okay with parting ways with. It's a Mosaic parallel, obviously, but at the same time, like I didn't grow up watching Howie Long. Do I need a pink camo of him? I don't know. Michael Crabtree, Derek Carr, probably end up keeping those. Derek Carr and Michael Crabtree was a very highlight. Joe DiMaggio, my mom actually, and I think my dad too. Yeah, my grandpa was best friends with Joe DiMaggio's dad. And Joe DiMaggio actually didn't like his dad, Joey DiMaggio Sr. That's a story I'm not sure if Joe DiMaggio and family want me to share or not. But, oh yeah, look, yep, that was my hometown. He is born in Martinez, California. That is literally where I was born. Literally where I was born, Joe DiMaggio. So yeah, Joe DiMaggio didn't like his dad. And yeah, so that was a story there. But yeah, so like something like this I'm going to keep. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm going to keep something like this. It's something I can look back at and remember, you know, stories by my mom. Charles Woodson, going to keep. My mom took me to his last home game at the Oakland Coliseum there, and then Aiden O'Connell, Ja'Cory Bennett, I'm going to keep that. Like, just like something like that. It's a no-brainer. Ja'Cory Bennett with a QB, like, you know, I'm going to keep that. It's hard because I'm a low-end guy and all this stuff I love. Doesn't matter who it is and all that. And these are all stuff I've decided to keep for one reason or another. It's a player I believe in, like Bilal Coulibaly. Now, obviously getting hyped up, which is nice. I kept some of his cards, but I didn't keep anything high-end for it to matter, too, right? His market back when I sold for $1 or $2, maybe I get $1 more for keeping them that long. Like, I don't know. Is it worth, you know, the wild thing? Like Jeremy Sochan, obviously his market was wild at one point. I didn't have that card when his market was wild. But yeah, certain things, go through and refine. Pokemon more and more. That's a big thing for me too, is to grow the Pokemon side of things. Obviously, I didn't really put that in my business one, but it's more a personal and a business one too. So it's an intermix there. But yeah, I think that's all of my goals. And yeah, so I'm going to head out. I think that's it. That's all I got for today's video. I think that's something that I don't know what I've touched on or not yet. But the big thing, I think, is with the idea of my time, you know, my time's worth more than $1 or whatever. That's the reason why my business is even in operation. That's the only reason why I'm able to go through and pick out, you know, Lamar Jackson cards and yada, 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 and Herbert rookies and pay, you know, whatever I pay, right, on those cards. It's because people don't, you know, have the time to do so, and they don't value their time to then build this business out. And when you consider I've done all this with just my personal my collection I've done, and then now I have even more cards than I had in my collection before I started, and then I have the revenue sources, and then I have more personal collection cards that I had before I started, and then I have more Pokemon, and then I have more in retirement than I did before for me, I'm okay with people believing and thinking and having this mindset, because in the long run, to me, it just doesn't matter, and it actually helps me more and more and more. Because imagine what that guy's going to do. Let's say he does collect cards at one point, yada, yada, yada. And once he gets a whole bunch of these random Joe Rogan cards, who's he going to look to sell to? He's going to look to sell to somebody like me, or somebody that will then sell to somebody like me. So I'm not worried about someone thinking about, you know, stuff like that. It's obviously your time is what you believe in and all that. I think right now I have all the time in the world. I'm looking for a job, and no one's hiring me. So I have even more time on my hands then, you know, yada, yada, yada. It's all, you know, the last year, all I had was time. So, that's what you get there is, a lot better and a lot more chances in the future to then grow a business like this off of people believing and thinking stuff like that. And it's also another reason why low-end stuff starts to fall and fall and fall. I called it a long time ago too. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it more and more times too, I'm sure. But some people, and a lot of people, especially California, where you're making a nice, decent minimum wage, and if you're going to go and buy one card, you know, you're probably going to want to spend, let's just say 20 to 50 to $100, whatever the case may be. And you're going to end up, instead of low end, you're going to focus on that high end or low, you know, mid to high, low to mid, wherever your range is. But most of the time, people just aren't going to want to search the value bins, do that work, put in that time, put in the grind, and that opens opportunities for me. But it also does kind of damper potentially if more and more vendors start to not offer low end and very good low end bins and all that jazz there. But so yeah, it's gonna be something that to look out for too, because like I said, like that $5 to $6 to $7 to $8 range, it starts pushing it down. But at the same time, I think, especially in my own experience, people are buying, and they're buying more than I've seen, and the support's crazy. So right now is a really good time again to be in the market. Almost the best time is now. Best time's technically as early as possible, but all right, I'm gonna end up calling it here. I'm gonna start editing this video and all that, so I can enjoy the rest of my night eventually. And even though I enjoyed recording this video for you guys and all that, but I appreciate you guys very, very much. So gonna end up figuring this out and configuring all this, but take it easy, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Shout out to Jeff Wilson, maybe. I don't know. I'm just joking. He hasn't messaged me at all. I just thought that was funny. Someone said I should work at Cards HQ. I actually did comment on his thing that someone said I should work at Cards HQ, and he did like it. So that would be pretty wild. I mean, I think he would hopefully give me free reign to just record random videos like this and talk about my journey at that shop, and that would be really cool. I would like it, just as a thought and potential future thing. I personally would like it because it would open a lot of doors, and I'd still be doing cards. I'd have probably a lot of leniency, I'm guessing, on avenues and aspects to then increase my selling and all that. And it's a new town, new scenery, a whole bunch of different things, right? Learn how you know, Jeff does it, and then have a constant source of income too. I'm just free balling here. free winging it. But so not sure that's ever gonna happen, but here's the technically I will say this. I did not talk about him. I'll probably put this at the end. But so I was going to go